In this ripper of an episode, the pinnacle moment finally comes to fruition as months of hard yakka, cunning planning, and scrounging for gear pay off with Soul Seeker striking water. But, crikey, Soul Seeker gets delivered a real gut punch.
We're the Waltzes. We have a dream of converting a sailing catamaran into a completely solar electric liveaboard. And, navigating it around the Great Loop. Now I know what you're thinking. Crazy, right? Well, most great achievements were seen as crazy in the beginning, so hit like and subscribe and add your 2 cents as you follow along to see if this dream can become an adventure. Welcome aboard, Soul Seeker.
It's a beautiful morning. I'm gonna go get a quick shower and we're gonna splash, hopefully for real. Not just splash, but be on our way.
Hey, so we're getting ready right now. Leslie, say hi.
Hi.
And we are getting ready to splash this sucker. We're gonna find out one way or the other. So, she was sunk a few years back. She's been worked on, fiberglass work done, and we should be good to go. Pray for us. Here we go. All right, there she goes. We got Soul Seeker coming out of the water again. The problem was not when taking on water. The problem was props did not go low enough, and so she wasn't able to really propel. And so we're gonna try and fix that. Bailey said he would hang around, and so did the harbor master, to talk me through what it was again. But Bailey also decided, and it was Bailey personally, but he was told by the boatyard that they would charge us for the haul out. So, here we go. We're gonna try and figure it out again. But it does give us time. I can run the power more correctly, and we can even put on the sticker.
Okay. And then we'll leave spacers out for that bracket. Down. Look, this is just a spacer.
Okay.
So all you're gonna do is take that top bolt out.
Okay.
Oh, I see what he's talking about. That spring is on that.
That way it'll make it easier for Jason to work on it.
Well, that's just an assist spring to help pick it back up. If you're not going to be, are you going to be picking them out of the water quite often, or
No.
only when they're still light? You can still pick them up without that assist spring.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
if I
that
need
is.
to take them off, I'd pull it out of the water. And I can lift it up.
Yeah. I mean, how much these weigh by themselves?
Enough that I can lift it up. I mean, it's not fun, but
So
I can do
this
it.
bolt will go here. This bolt will go here, or this bracket will go here.
Understood.
And then that's going to drop this whole thing down.
So they also, this comes in a little bit. Is that going to be a problem for that dropping?
So what you're going to do is you're going to move this whole assembly just down. Yep.
You see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this bracket right here, the back of that, since I'm getting closer to the edge here, will it rub?
No, it won't rub, I don't think. Now, when it actuates, it might.
Well, that's going to give you an idea if you can get them bolts moved, and if this will go down any. Yeah, see, that's only has one hole there.
So you're bringing this down and this down.
Mm-hmm. That
Should gain
one,
you roughly about.
this, you may have to drill another hole here
That's so big.
to bring that down to there, and then whatever that distance is, another hole.
I don't
So
think
that's-
that would do any damage to it.
No, so that's going to gain you an inch right there, and then whatever that gains you.
Is this just solid
Yeah.
plastic?
Plastic, yeah.
You know, cut this whole top off, and then that the whole motor is going to drop down also, and then if you drop that down, then you're gaining even more.
We put a bolt through that.
We got plenty in there. All right, hold what you got right there, and let's see what we got. Hold that.
This will be perfect. You won't have to do nothing else. The only problem is it's going to be stationary.
I don't care.
That back of the water.
4.5.
How much we gained?
3 inches. Somehow you need to pull that out again.
We just drill a hole.
Drill a hole through here, directly through both sides.
That's so
and then
close.
Put that bolt.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I would look.
So
This is what
go.
Yep, she'll bend. Look. Because right now I'm worried. I don't want you to pull out that.
Right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
Yep.
Soul Seeker.
Well, there she is after a night back on the hard, but still strapped in, ready to splash. Soul Seeker. And we're going to try this again. Jace did some work last night, lowering those engines, and so hopefully it's enough. Fingers crossed. So there she is. And there she's going to go again. And hopefully on out. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
All right, we're going for real this time. So we lowered the props, and the guys here, Bailey and Jason, and I don't know this one's name, but they helped. And we put a little backer plate on there, try and save the wires. Here we go. Notice I painted the rudders. I full on painted the rudders. Okay. All right, fellas. About to get wet. Come on, Bailey.
All right, so you got her right here. Gonna come around, cross over, cross over, and do your figure 8.
Oh! Thank you.
Well, we've officially splashed, and it was an adventure. Right as the crew from the shipyard here were helping us to set lines and dock the boat, here comes an absolute downpour. Big thunder, big lightning, and it was funny. The harbor master literally ran.
It took off running.
Just ran, like, oh, see you later. So, thoughts, reflection?
I'm glad we're in the water.
We are on the water. Yep. We're figuring it out, and glad you're following along. We're taking our first baby steps and learning and intimidated and scared and all that good stuff. But in the end, you only get to live once, so make it an adventure.
Soul Seeker finally hits the water, chugging forward and backwards like a true blue champ, bringing the long-awaited joy and elation to the crew. But hang on, what's the go with the whole turning bit, mate?